Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, we are going to be recreating this simple landing page. I downloaded this landing page from FreePic and I feel like we can recreate this together. So if you look at this landing page, we are going to see that it has in the body section, it has a single container in the center and the body has a background color of gray and the container is in three sections: the top section, the middle section, and the footer section. So in the top section, it is divided into three also: the logo section at the far left corner, and the link sections that are wrapped together in a container. They are not separate, they are together in a container, and the menu icon section. So in the body section, we have the paragraph and the link. They are wrapped together in a single container. So that is one section. Then we have the circle and we have the less is more. So that make up the three separate sections. So for main um, the main body, and for the foot section, it is also divided into three separate parts. The icons are wrapped together in a container, and the image, then the paragraph section. So let's build this together. The first thing we're going to do is that we're going to create an HTML file, and we're going to name it sample landing page, so that we are going to know that okay, this HTML file is for the tutorial, is for the sample landing page. Then we're going to click on enter. Once we click on enter, it's going to take us to the file. Then we're going to type in an exclamation. We're going to type in an exclamation mark and click enter. So it's going to bring out this boilerplate. The doc type shows that it is HTML5, is HTML5, and the only thing we're going to change here is the title. So I'm going to change the title from sample landing page. We're going to change the title from document to sample landing page. I mean sample landing page. Then we're going to refresh it in the browser so that it can show. So now everything we want to show, we want to appear in the board um in our web. We're going to type it inside the body. So we know that it has a single container that is placed in the center. So we are going to go ahead and use a div tag to create this container. Then we're going to give it an ID of container to know that okay, this is for the container that we want to create. So inside the container, we are going to create our sessions. I told you we have three sessions. To me, it's like three sessions, the top session. So you can type out the session and click enter, or you can, you know, save time and just type session times the number of sessions that you want. So I want two more sessions, so I'm going to do times two and click enter. So you can see now, instead of me just writing sessions, so it saves time. Then I'm going to give each of these I'm going to give each of these sessions an ID. So the ID shows that um this is particular to this session. So the ID is like an identifier. So I'm going to give the first session an ID of nav. Yes, an ID of nav. Then I'm going to give the second session an ID of May, the May, like the main body. So I'm going to give it an ID of May. And the third session, I'm going to give it an ID of foot. So that I'm going to know that okay, they are for um the top session, the main session, and the foot session. So inside the nav session, which is the top session, I'm going to create the three sessions, different sessions that are inside it. I can use the div, but I don't want it. I want to give them unique tag, so that is going to be unique for individuals. So because I don't have an icon for the logo, I'm going to create an icon myself by using the h2 tag, so that I can style it as I want. And I'm going to create the container that that consists the links, and I'm going to give it an ID of links to show that okay, this container is for the links. So to create a link, you use the a tag, and because I want 4 different links, I'm going to times it by 4, which I've done, and I'm going to click enter. So it's going to create 4 separate links. So in the href, you're going to input where you want it to go to once you click um on this link. So that is what the href is all about. So if I click on this, go to this page, or if I click on this, go to this place. So that is what the href is all about. So as you can see, all what we are typing showing in the browser, you can see that the minimist is occupying a whole row, and the a tag are staying beside each other. This is because the h tag, which we use for minimist, is a block tag, and they don't allow for another tag to stay beside them, whereas the a tag are inner tag, and they allow for others to share to share a row with them. So we are going to be styling them in css, because this is not how our web landing page looks like. So after we have finished creating the links, we're going to go ahead and import our svg. So I've told you that I have already copied all the svgs that I need to build this landing page. I've already copied them inside this folder to be so that it will be easier for me so to copy. So I'm just going to go ahead and open as a source test, and just, you know, this is how the source test look like. So I'm going to click on it and copy it. Once I've copied it, I'm going to copy, because um I cannot just import the svg like that. I prefer to import it like this. So once I copy this, I'm going to go back to my simple landing page and, paste it after the closing tag of the div for of the um link container. So you can see that it has appeared, and it is very large, and this is the default settings. So we are going to be changing all these in the css section. That is why css is very important. It is used for styling. So now that we are through with the top section, yes, it's not looking like a like that of the picture, but this is the top section. We're going to go ahead and move to our main section. We're going to go ahead and create the container for the paragraph link. The paragraph link consists of the paragraph and the link. So um we're going to give it an ID of paragraph link, so that we're going to know that okay, this is for the paragraph and link. We are going to use the p tag. Yes, the p tag is for paragraph, and we are going to use lorem. So lorem is, once you click on lorem, is going to generate random words for you. So I'm going to manually edit it and just put 3 dots at the end of it, and I'm going to create the link, the a tag. So once I've created the a tag, and that is the end. That we just okay. Once I've created the a tag, um I'm going to go ahead and just, you know create another container. That will be another div. This div is where we are going to create our circle. So I'm going to create another div. So inside this div, I'm going to create another div. So this div, the reason why I'm creating another div is because I don't want to import the circle as an icon. I want to create this circle myself. So I'm going to give this ID, this div, an ID of circle, so that when I want to style it, I'm going to style by ID. So after this, I'm going to go ahead and create the the less is more um the less is more by using the h1 tag. So I'm going to give it an ID of test. So the h1, so I'm going to use h1 to, you know create the less is more. Once I'm through with this, that means I'm through with the second section, which is the main section. Then I'm going to go ahead and go to the foot section. So I'm going to create the container that contains the icons. I'm going to give it an ID of icons. You can see that all my IDs are self-explanatory. Please be be intentional about your naming so that you are going to know. It's very good because even apart from you using it in CSS, you can in JavaScript also you are going to need it. So your name is very very important. So we are going to copy all the icons, the SVGs that I've already copied to my folder. I'm going to copy the source text and just paste them inside the div that I've created for them for the icons. So I'm just going to paste all the four icons I I wanted that is in this landing page. All the first there are four different icons in the landing page that we want to recreate. So I'm going to paste every one of them inside the container that I've created for them. So once that is done, once I've copied all the four icons, I'm going to once I've copied all the four icons, um as you can see the icons are big. So the default settings is is just the width and height are too big, and everything is just overflowing on the web page. And um and yes, so once we are through with the SVGs, we are going to go ahead and use the image tag. Now after the closing tag of the div, we are going to just click enter and enter the image tag. So the image tag is img. Then in the source, the RSA, we're going to inside the quote we're going to write, that is where we're going to write the name of the image we want to allow it to input. And in the alt means that okay, if this text is not showing, what should it show in its place? So we're going to write waving children character. So that is what the image represents, is a waving children character image. So that so that's it. So and we are now going to create this third section, which is the paragraph section, and we're going to input your name. So that is, so once we have done this, that means we are through with all these sessions. As you can see, the HTML is just like building and just laying blocks. It's not really attractive. So that is where CSS comes in. CSS is going to make sure that everything looks like it's supposed to look. All the overflowing, that's where we're going to reduce the height, the width, and we're going to make sure that the block tag have the attribute of inline, and that's where we're going to create our circle. So that is it for today's video. In the next video, I'm going to talk about how to use CSS to style it. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you will be notified for upcoming videos. Bye. Thanks for watching.